Some sad news today out of Los Angeles. Yesterday, so many people around the globe, frankly, mourning Elgin Baylor, an 11-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA selection who died yesterday of natural causes. Baylor played his entire 14-year career with the Lakers, scoring 27 points per game in that time, the third best mark in NBA history. Just want to say that again, the third best in NBA history. He is one of 4 players in league history to average 25 a game and 10 rebounds over his career. He's also one of the league's original high flyers. I asked him about his playing style back when he was on the show a couple years ago. Take a listen. Could you kind of take us through when you first started playing the way you did and just hanging as you went above the rim and playing above the rim? What was the reaction of the other players in the league?
I don't know, because I never was conscious of it or even really, I'm not downgrading the players, but I never even thought about it, what I was doing. Because when you play, and I'm sure he feels the same way, the defense is going to dictate to what you're doing, how he's guarding you. Sometimes you do something that you've never done before, so you really don't know. And I don't know. It's nothing I practice on. I never go out there and try to practice different shots, maybe shoot free throws. But when I play, whatever way the guys guard me, he's determined, really, the defense, if he's playing good defense, determine what you're going to do, what kind of shot you're going to take. You don't go out there with this mind that you're going to do certain things, because it doesn't really work. And you can't play that way. You shouldn't be playing that way. You should let the game, come to you.
Sit around and listen to that man talk basketball all day. He's from the same area where I grew up in Washington, D.C., although at the time it was segregated, made his way through incredibly difficult circumstances to be who he is. 8 NBA Finals appearances. Now, he never won a title, but he also blazed a trail off the court, serving as general manager of the Clippers for more than 2 decades, winning Executive of the Year in 2006, which is quite a feat for the LA Clippers. Perk, did you ever get the chance to meet Elgin Baylor?
I did, Rachel. And you know I'm an 80s baby, so I didn't get a chance to actually watch Elgin Baylor play. I just heard a lot about him, and I remember my second year in the league. We were in LA, and I remember Doc was saying, hey, I was walking out, he said, Perk, do you know who this is? And I looked and I said, he said, well, this is an all-time great. This is Elgin Baylor. You better come up here. And I instantly was like, I had to lie on the moment and say, yeah, I know who he is, Doc. That's the great Elgin Baylor. I heard so much about you. I'm Kendrick Perkins. It's an honor to meet you. This, that, and the other. And Doc just kind of, when we got on the bus, I remember Doc was kind of making fun of me, like, you got to know your history, Perk, with a little, that little wise guy crack a little smile or laugh he does. But met him, I got a chance to introduce myself, and it's always because we're always in those tunnels as young guys, and we always running across greats that were before our time. And any time that you could pay homage and respect, that carries a long way, and I will always cherish that moment.
Vince, what about you?
Yeah, and I got the opportunity to meet him I got the chance to meet him one time also playing the Clippers many, many years ago. And same thing, I'm not a historian, but when history is in front of me, I have a great appreciation for it. I know he was legendary, and I knew, what he did for the game. And, Dr. J is obviously one of my heroes, and I've gotten the opportunity to talk about basketball and dunking, and we've done some things together talking about dunking. And the one person he named and stamped as the originator of the high flyer, Rachel, you said it, Elgin Baylor. He's one of the original high flyers, and we don't see a lot of film and tape on it, but let it be known, he was one of the original high flyers, and he deserves a lot of credit for what has transpired for Dr. J, MJ, myself. I mean, the laundry list of players that we consider high flyers in today's game.
Yeah, not just one of the best to ever do it, and he was, but the guy who invented that style of play. That is so huge. Elgin was 86 years old, and you saw just a few seconds ago the statue that the Lakers unveiled that's right across from our studios here. I think there should also be a statue of him in D.C. Everyone at the Jump would like to extend our condolences to Baylor's family. We will be right back.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.